Right, well, I'm in the river. As you can probably hear the water belting down. So there's a big log jam across here and you hear the water whooshing through it. So I'm back in the tannin water, only because the big rivers are still running a bit high for my liking. Beautiful day today, crystal clear skies. I've left it late this afternoon. It's now just on 25 to 3. I should have gone this morning. It was beautiful, no wind, but it was a bit frosty and a bit cold, so I thought, afternoon session will do. So I'll put a couple of hours in here in another tannin water in a different area and see how we go. Hopefully we'll pick up a fish or two. So today I'm using the little, well, I'm going to start off with Aglia fluoro in a brown trout pattern. Still have the Akuma Helios SX20 reel and the ultralight Cellulose Akuma 1 to 3 kilo trout rod. So yeah, they'll do the job. Alright, it's the second cast and I picked up this little brown. We're using a Meppstas Aglia fluoro again today, but a brown trout pattern. And yeah, it's only a baby, and that was just a backhand cast up along that, past that bit of dead branching down the water there, and yeah, this little fella just come along and took hold of it, so we'll get the bubber off. Certainly one little fish, this fella. There, we'll let it go. There you go. On its way. Just got to work my way up through. I'm under all this thick overhanging tea tree stuff here. It's a bit tight. I'm just got to get up under here, and I'm going to try and do a backhand flick. There's a lot of low overhanging dead branches up ahead, so I don't know whether I'll get a flick in there or not, but if I can get up to that corner, just with that bit of sun sitting in the water, hopefully there may be a trout or something sitting up in there. Any luck to be one here, but just no room to flick the spinner. Oh, we didn't do any good up through that part, all that work getting through that undergrowth, overgrowth stuff there, the heavy foliage. But we've got another nice little pool ahead of us here, so I'll just keep plodding on. I've got that one little brown on the second cast. Had a follow from another in that same pool, but he just sat back off. It was a nice fish too. But at least it's a sign that they were here, but I haven't seen one in the last 50 metres of water. Massive log jam. I used to get to this spot here and then cross the river here and walk down alongside that river bank just there and have a flick downstream and often pick up a trout just there. I used to let it drift, cast and drift it back, and yeah, but I'm not even going to get near that today. I'll probably keep when the water level drops. So I'm still running a bit high here, very cold, 3 degrees the water temp, and air temperature's 8 degrees at the moment, but probably with that bit of breeze it's making it feel like about 4 to 5. This big massive old gum tree. It's come down off the riverbank's giving way there and she's toppled over, probably when we had the high winds a while back, and it's gone right in across the river. It's a massive old tree, and yeah, big build up of debris there. So next lot of rain, a lot of water coming down here, I think she'll take that wash that riverbank right away here. How do you move something like that? Every season, the beginning of the season, you come and fish these little tannin streams. No 2 seasons in a row they are alike. They just change. So being so small, a lot of water comes down them off the mountains and everything, and yeah, it really rips them around. Plus all the logs and debris that comes down with it, and yeah, the rivers change, and so's the fishing. You'll never get 2 seasons the same with the fishing in them either. You either get a good season or you get a tough one with them. Alright, we're going to fish up through here now. I've covered probably 350 to nearly 400 metres of river. There's just 4 hits, 1 hook up, and yeah, 1 fish landed. That was it. It's as far as it's gone. So Can't believe how dead it's gone. I think it's just the water's so cold again, a new part of the river that I haven't fished for a long time. Yeah, I don't know. But we'll fish on for probably another half hour, I suppose. It's 4:05 now, so yeah, I'll give it another half hour. I'll give it a 4:30 maybe, and then call it a day. If I don't get nothing in that time, I'm not going to get anything else. Still nice being in here though, quite calm. So a bit of sun poking through, just enough to keep me warm now. Nice stretch of river here. I just hooked and lost a little brown here, so at least I had a sign of a fish here, but it's been pretty dead, I can tell you. Well, finally we've got one. Whether it's staying or not, I don't know, but he's on. So reasonably solid little brown, nice one. About just over here, 10, 11 inches long. Well conditioned little fish. And have to cast up past that bottle tree there, and that bit of a fast run up there, and he just took it hard and fast. Yeah, he's hooked in the front jaw. I'll get him off in a hurry. Alright, he's off. I'm going to put him back. So, I went back to the rainbow fluoro lure too, the meppstas fluoro and the rainbow pattern. Even though I caught the first one in the brown, I was just coming up tapping. They're not really aggressive. The trout that the hits I have had today, they haven't been real over aggressive either. So, oh well, that's two anyway. Right, it's on another little fella here. Another nice, solid little fish anyway, pretty close to 10 inches long. I just got him off that, right off that river bank there. He didn't really take it hard and fast till he got into this bit of fast water run here. And they're lovely little browns. Third one, so at least I've got a decent little count today. Yeah, it's lovely coloured fish. Oh, he's back in anyway now. I'm going to drop him back anyway. Anyway, I'm going to fish up past that log up there and probably call it a day. And then it's nearly 4:30 already, so quick the time flies. Right, I just fished this, come up through that stretch of water there. Had 3 hits, 1 hook up and I lost it. But the last fish, it's when I was just heading up along that riverbank there, came up behind the lure, this behind the aglia here, and he just, I couldn't believe it. He just came up under it like that behind her as it was going through the water that way, and he just grabbed the lure, put his mouth over the back over there, on the back end of them trebles, didn't go over the blade, and just sat there, and as that lure was, he just swam with it. No pull on it, no aggression, just swam along with that, and there's not a thing I could do. I couldn't, there's no way I could, I eased off, and as soon as I gave the little twitch, he just let it go and took off. So, yeah, it's unreal. It's always something interesting that happens in trout fishing, I can tell you. There we go. Finally got one to stay, one to take it. Aggressive take too, that one was. He had his second cast, and yeah, took hold of it real hard and fast. And that was just under those trees right off that river bank there. I'm just fishing my last stretch of water here and there anyway. I'm just going to fish that little bit along that river bank. There's a bit of a run and bubble line along there, and then I'll be getting out and heading back to the car. Pretty skinny little fella this one too, lovely colours, but yeah, a little bit on the thin side. Probably why he's so aggressive. Pretty hungry. I just noticed a few little insect hatches today. There's a few little midges and that flying around. So really, once you get a few sunny days, the insects come around and hopefully bring the trout on. Once these rivers warm up a bit, we'll be fine. Sun's really dropping fast now, and I'm making my way back to the car. Still about 15 minutes to get back to the car, and then by the time I get back there, that sun will probably be right down pretty low, a lot lower again. I think probably just about setting. So we'll keep moseying on through here and through the bush and across the river just up here and on our way. Yeah, so I just got to cross over here, and climb up over that log and up that river bank, and car's about 15 minutes away. So we'll get me arse in the gear and get over the river, over this little river. It's a glorious evening, absolute glorious evening. Right, so it's nearly 25 past 5, I'm back at the car, I got my gear off. 4 trout for the session in that time, probably, I can't remember what time I got in the river now, I think it's about 20 past 2 or something like that anyway. Yeah, I was pretty happy with it, with catching 4, lost 3 others. Had probably another 4 hits and misses sort of thing, and a few follows. So I'm not expecting to catch me 10s and 12s and up to 20 trout in these little streams, probably till mid to near the end of September, when the air and the rivers drop a little bit and get warmer. So yeah, I was pretty happy how the day went, and yeah, I'm getting a bit close to the 10,000th trout since I moved here to Tassie just under 19.5 years ago. So if I can get the 10,000, hopefully that's around mid-October to maybe end of October, and I'll have that another little, yeah, something to look forward to. Till next time, tight line.